All right, hi. So I haven't dropped a video on this channel for a while. So I thought, although I don't have a review ready, I thought I'd kind of test my new rig. I've got a new rig going. So this camera that I'm talking to you on is the Sony ZV-E10 camera, which is a vlogger's camera, but I've converted it into essentially a web camera. It's connected to the laptop and it's kind of capturing everything in the software there. And I've got a serious podcasting mic because, as all of us know, if you want to be a serious podcaster, you have to get the right mic and it has to look good. Cyrus Brocha here would back me up on this completely. So I went out and got this mic that looks really nice, and you have to put it on a stand and it has to kind of, be a little bit obtrusive in the frame. And the good thing about this is that if you come up really close to these kinds of mics and speak in a slight baritone, it makes your voice seem deeper and everyone takes your podcast more seriously. So anyway, so that's kind of the setup that I wanted to check. It's really easy to do as compared to recording something on a camera alone, because you just kind of fire it up on your laptop, you fire up this, the software, and everything's already recorded in your computer. So it's very quick to access, very easy to kind of put out videos. But anyway, I'll cut this short because I've been reading this book. It's called Bad Blood. And I was introduced to this book actually by my sister, who's a geneticist in the US at the Texas Medical Center. And she was talking about how things work sometimes in science. And of course, this is at the crossroads of science, technology, Silicon Valley, the investment rush, and all of those kinds of things. And it's a really fantastic book. So I'm going to drop the review later. I'm only halfway through the book, but even in just half the book, it's so fantastic. It's like a page turner. It's like a thriller. And, I think they're making a Hollywood movie out of this, and I'm not surprised because it reads like a really pacey, edge of the seat kind of thriller. And honestly, if I didn't know that this story was true, I would have thought that, somebody had written a fantastic script and the characters were beautifully written out and it was well kind of threshed out, very complex in terms of reading. And, that's essentially what art is. It imitates life. And this is written by a Pulitzer Prize winning journalist. So the research is really deep, the story is well told, the characters are well fleshed out, and you kind of get a great idea of the different perspectives of the characters involved. I'm kind of enjoying a little more than fiction books because at some level, because the fact that these things in the book are all true just make it all the more fascinating. And of course, fiction books have their own purpose, and they kind of illustrate human behavior in a different way. It's all kind of based on imagination, but ultimately all based on real life. But anyway, I've made a new resolution in 2022. It's a very important resolution that impacts you as well. So listen carefully. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do reviews which are shorter. They're only going to be 4 or 5 minutes in length. So it's very important because I have been subjecting my friends and family to, torturous 20-minute reviews and going on about books and kind of dissecting them and making sure that every aspect of the book I've covered and, all the content is there. It's kind of very torturous, I think, for the people watching and even for me. So I'm kind of enjoying this because it's, this new style of doing reviews that I'm already kind of contemplating. I'm already starting to enjoy the thought of it because A, they're going to be short. B, they're kind of really introducing the book and the main characters and the themes, but not really dissecting every subject, that has been covered in the book, because really it's the idea of a review is to give you a broad understanding of the book, the type of book it is, the subject, some main characters, etc., so that you can make up your own mind about whether you love the subject and you'd like to pick up the book, rather than delve into every aspect of the book and every topic that it's covered. So my reviews are going to be only 4 or 5 minutes long. This is a long video. I know I'm kind of rambling on, but this is not so much about, doing the review as telling you about the creative direction I'm heading in, what you can expect. And I hope you guys will keep coming back for more, because there's all of like 6 views on my other reviews, particularly books that aren't very popular. And I think 5 of those views are mine. So it might help that I do shorter reviews on books that are kind of fun, informative. But anyway, very quickly, I'll give you a brief overview and what you can look forward to in the review. This book is, like I said, it's called Bad Blood. It's really about this company called Theranos that a very young Stanford dropout called Elizabeth Holmes started. So it was, when it started, the whole story seemed very, it's like one of those Silicon Valley successes. And I think this company went on very quickly to become a unicorn. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Elizabeth Holmes was one of the first few female billionaires. self-made billionaires or whatever. So it was a big story that gathered a lot of attention. I remember reading a Wired article about the whole revolutionary technology that was behind the success of this entire company. But as it turns out, this everything wasn't right at the company in terms of the facts, because the vision was great and there were some things that were put together. But the kind of stuff that the author reveals in this book that went on in terms of how long people dragged on this lie, essentially this charade, this kind of put on cult of personality along with hiding facts, and the kind of culture that was built at the company, which was very toxic, and the different personalities involved. It kind of, if I'd seen a Netflix series on it, I would have said, this writer has an overactive imagination. But this is the thing: truth is stranger than fiction. So that's really the theme of the book. I've gone halfway through it, and I think I've done more than half a review. So look forward to this. Look forward to the review. It'll be dropping soon. I'm going to finish this book in a couple of days, and then after that, I'll record on this very easy to kind of set up rig I've got going here. In fact, I think I'm going to do a short video about the rig itself. I've got a light here, which is an SL60, and that's got a diffuser along with some directional kind of cutters that kind of put face light on me. This is the vlogging camera. I told you about the Sony vlogging camera. This is the Audio Technica mic, which is supposed to be pretty good for voice and for podcasts and stuff like that. We'll check if that's true. You'll be experiencing that on this recording. And I've got Evo 4 USB interface into which the mic goes, and then that goes to the laptop, and everything's on the OBS software that captures it all, and kind of is a great tool for creators and for broadcasters. And by the way, this setup is really great because it can be used for live streaming. So in this high quality, I could be live streaming this to you and talking live to you. What wonderful fortune for all my fans that I could actually go out to them live. Of course, this video I'm going to be editing and putting it out there. So I look forward to seeing you back on the channel. I think I'll kind of get some consistency in the reviews. So why don't you put down the suggestions, your comments on some of the other reviews. Go watch some of the reviews if you haven't. Put down some suggestions and comments in the comments box. Like this video, subscribe to the channel and stuff. And come back again very soon when I've got this review up for Bad Blood, and also some others, which I expect to do over the next several weeks. So look forward to seeing you back. Thanks for watching. And remember, all the reviews, this is a long video, but all the other reviews are going to be very, very, very short and very entertaining and very informative and very fun. And you'd better watch them. Bye-bye.